Hello friends, welcome to my channel D Life. Here I would definitely like to thank you all for listening to this audio video part of book reading, and that is The Big Leap. We are reading the book The Big Leap by Dr. Gay Hendricks. Actually, this book has too many aspects and a deep contemplation if we take it that way. So that this is the book personally I am reading for so many days, and I felt I should share with you all that may help someone someday. So with this intention I am continuing today's reading. In last part we have seen that Dr. Jordan said that he had some good questions in his mind after avoiding the $3 million offer. And these questions were: how much love and abundance am I willing to allow? How am I getting in my own way? These questions cleared the way through his upper limit problem, and ultimately he sold the business to another buyer. The story has a happy ending money wise, but more important, Dr. Jordan shows us how to turn dust into diamonds by understanding the upper limit problem at work in this kind of situation. Another person might have continued to blame the other company or himself and gone on down that path to bitterness and despair. Instead, Dr. Jordan had the insight and courage to ask big questions and savor the big rewards that come along with them. Focusing on you, now turn your attention to yourself. Did you answer yes to those three questions I posed at the beginning of the chapter? If you did, you have taken the first crucial step in the journey. If you got a no or a maybe, that let's explore why you might resist the idea. When you consider the possibility of consistently feeling good and having things go well in your life all the time, you may find yourself thinking, that's not possible. If so, I understand, I once felt that way too. I urge you, though, not to waste much of your precious time worrying about whether it's possible. I have proven beyond the shadow of a doubt that it is. The only relevant question is whether you will let it be possible for you. If you would be willing to accept that possibility, you are on the way to experiencing real magic in your life. I have asked thousands of people if they would be willing to feel good and have things go well all the time, and I have had the great joy of watching what happens in their lives when they say yes. I would love for you to enjoy the same results, and it all starts with a sincere yes to those three questions. If you feel resistance and would like to explore it, you can begin by letting yourself know that it's quite natural to feel that way. After all, human beings have very little experience with consciously cultivating the ability to feel more and more positive energy. There wasn't a class in elementary school or college called How to Tolerate Longer Periods of Success and Good Feeling. I think it's remarkable that we can go all the way from kindergarten to a PhD or MD without anybody mentioning something so fundamental, but that's the world we live in at present. We are going to change that world, though, and we are going to reap phenomenal benefits from doing it. There is an even bigger reason you might feel some resistance about transcending your upper limit problem. Speaking personally, I found that my bigger resistance was the fear of allowing my full potential. Mhm. Fear of owning my full potential. Okay. As I explored this fear, I realized that making such a big commitment put everything on the line. It eliminated any excuse I would ever allowed myself for failing to achieve what I set out to do. In the past, I could always say, well, I failed, but I wasn't really trying hard. Maybe I would have succeeded if I had really tried. Or I failed, but I might have succeeded if I had not gotten sick. But now, after making the commitment to going the distance, any excuse that crept into my mind sounded hollow, even ridiculous, as if Columbus had sailed back to Europe and said, well, we didn't find land, but we might have found if I hadn't gotten a nasty cold. Many of our fears are based on the workings of the ego, the part of us that is focused on getting recognition and protecting us from social ostracism. In the zone of genius, your ego is unnecessary. Living there is its own reward. In the zone of genius, you cease to care about recognition or ostracism. Once you make a commitment to inhibiting your full potential, your ego is suddenly faced with extinction. It's been making excuse for you throughout your life. Now, if your commitment to taking your big leap is sincere, your ego will need to be shown the door. Unless you are lucky, your ego will probably not go quietly. It has a lifetime of employment history behind it. So thank you for today. We'll meet again in next video. See you. Stay connected. Thank you.